This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to grab your popcorn and your drink, take your seat, and always silence your cell phones. The next showing of Place to Be Nation's Laugh-In Theater with Andy Atherton is about to begin.
Place to Be Nation, welcome back to another special presentation, a special edition, a Laugh-In Isolation Theater here on the Place to Be Nation Pop feed. I'm Andy Atherton. Thank you for joining us. We have a fun group watch tonight. I got funny guys, maybe some funny girls showing up. Who knows? But we're gonna, watch a funny movie. That's kind of what we do here. Let me get them on and let's get the movie going. So first, let me introduce the one, the only Tim Capel. Tim, how are you tonight?
Well, Andy, this is just like an NWO party. It's all guys and no girls. What is that about?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to be watching a movie. We might be joined by some special guests later. I hope so. Fingers crossed. And I apologize for the quality of my audio if it is not great right now, because I am in a somewhat compromised situation. But I was glad to be a part of this here tonight, and I am looking forward to it. Thank you.
Cool. Fun time. Also joining us, Jacob Williams. Jake, what's up, man?
Not much. I'm excited to watch this iconic 90s teen film. And as Tim said, if we do have some run-ins, I think it would fit the theme of this movie, as this is about a party. And as we all know about parties, people tend to run in. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Very, very apropos.
I feel like it will be like a real party where we're all trying to get women to come and then they just don't end up showing up.
It's like high school all over again. Also joining us.
Not that I'd know anything about that.
Also, rounding out our group for right now, the one, the only Gruenberg. Gruny, what's up, man?
Hey, yo. I want to see Seth Green at his best right here. I know, but I'm doing all right, though. I'm doing good, just sitting here waiting to press the play button and watch this movie.
All right. Cool. We're all sitting here ready to watch this movie here on the Netflix. By the way, the movie we're watching, Can't Hardly Wait, from 1998. A virtual...
Can't Hardly Wait. Yeah,
Can't Hardly Wait.
That's my life story,
See, what happens is, Calvin leaves and everything goes to shit.
Can't Hardly Wait, sorry, Mayor McCheeseburger.
Already, this is going.
I know we didn't even get on the rails. Okay. So
right?
yes, this is.
Oh, yo! Did you guys just get the message from Calvin?
We just got a special dispatch. Grudy, why don't you break the news right here?
Someone hit a telephone pole outside of Calvin's house and knocked all of his phone technology off.
So he is out. So Calvin is out. That's one run-in we will not be getting tonight. Calvin Crowell will not be joining us as we initially expected. Pulling the curtain back a little bit here. This is how the sausage is made, folks. Sorry. We thought we would have Calvin with us, and we've just gotten confirmation that tragically this will not happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's a turd in the punch bowl, huh?
The punch bowl life right there.
All right.
That's a heel turn right there. That's a heel turn.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm glad we could bring this late-breaking news live as it happened on this live watch.
Place to Be Nation first.
Not here. Telephone pole.
All right. All right, Calvin, we hope everything's okay at your house. Well, we're going to start our movie here. So, yes, we're watching 1998's Can't Hardly Wait, teen comedy. Lots of faces at the time that weren't known, but now are well known. So this is also Tim and Gruny's first time watching this all the way through, so it's going to be fun
That's right.
with their perspectives as Jake and I kind of fill them in on what's going on. And things they may miss that we may not catch up on, but it's a typical quintessential 90s high school party kind of thing. So we're all watching this on the Netflix, and we're all queued up at 000. So you guys all ready to start the movie?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh shit! Someone just hit my telephone pole.
Sorry.
Columbia.
Look, y'all, this is rated PG-13 for teen drinking and sexuality.
Ooh.
I didn't even think teen drinking was like a phase, of like movie things,
I don't think it was at the time, but apparently, in retrospect, it's a real problem. Just like smoking,
Yeah.
No. I mean, you could say drug use. I mean, never really pictured as a law of movie.
I'm informed by the closed captioning that an Eve 6 song that I'm not familiar with is playing.
Oh, yeah.
So I like them. What did you guys think of Eve 6? Remember them?
Inside Out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Inside Out that's a banger right there. I love
here,
that song.
You just told me
this is actually has a really good soundtrack. A lot of songs actually, cheap plug, that are in the greatest song for a movie tournament.
Okay, very good. Peter Fasinelli in this. Okay.
All right, Peter Fasinelli got typecast in my head after seeing this movie because he's such a dick in this movie that every time I see him, I just think, dick. What the fuck was Jenny Garth seeing in you? Come on.
Oh, Jenny Garth.
Basically, everyone's talking about the party right now. They're all we're going to do this and we're going to this party.
Mm-hmm. A lot of 90s tropes at this graduation ceremony. Someone had the old school Game Boy, and someone had that thing you fold in paper.
Yeah.
And you do
I was trying to think, did you know that?
Yeah,
I don't know what you call that.
Oh, there you go.
But
little bikini.
Today's
Today's coming out
here. Someone was doing their nails.
So we're starting off. We're hitting the ground running here. This is graduation. Mm-hmm. This is not like a lead up, a run up to graduation. We are opening scene. These kids are graduating. They're planning on going to this party, and I like it.
Preston.
Preston, what a name!
Preston's our main protagonist.
Okay, Preston is our protagonist.
And he's
protagonist, depending on
he's learning that Amanda Beckett and Mike Dexter broke up. That's the
Mike Dexter.
Mike Dexter is Peter Facinelli. He's the football captain, all that. And Amanda is Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's the most popular girl in school.
What I noticed, I never heard of Peter. What is it, Frenchinelli? Is that who it is?
Frenchinelli, yes, Frenchinelli.
I never heard of him.
He looks familiar. You'll see.
Yeah.
There's Ethan Embry. We know him from lots of stuff. Empire Records. That thing you do, where his character was TB player, otherwise known as the bass player. Never gave him a name.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay.
And there's Lauren Ambrose right there.
Lauren Ambrose.
That's
redhead.
Devon Sawyer behind.
I was going to say this hot guy behind her has a very 1998 look.
She was on 6 Feet Under.
Oh! Wait, that's not the daughter, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Are you kidding? This is the daughter from 6 Feet Under.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she look older in this?
Short hair? I don't know.
That haircut, I guess. God, wow. Okay, I'm with you now.
He's got a lot of.
We'll have after photos of this telephone pole.
This dude just wiped out.
That dude's already fucked up.
So Denise is his BFF girlfriend, but not his girlfriend.
Platonic best friend.
Yes. So here's our flashback to his first day at school.
Walking on and playing right now.
Which is ridiculous because he looks exactly the same.
Smash Mouth walking on the sun. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Sign of the times. Ethan Embry. He's kind of got a Steve Sanders situation going on here where he looks way too old to be playing what is, I'm guessing, an 18-year-old.
Well, here he's 14. Freshman year, I think.
Yeah, this is a flashback to his
it's ridiculous. if you compare me freshman year to like me as a senior, it's like
God, night and day.
a child to like a grown man.
But I mean, he couldn't even pass for 18. This guy is 35.
Yeah. Look at his hairline. Like,
I mean, come on.
Look at that Pop Tart, that frosted Pop Tart right there. That's nice.
Frosted strawberry Pop Tart.
I don't know. I went to an all boys school. If I because eating in class, we got detention.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they play it fast and loose in these movies. Where, like, the kids are always having full conversations in the middle of class and shit. Like,
yep, and there it begins.
Oh, wow.
There goes the Pop Tart.
So Mike Dexter and what's her name?
Amanda Beckett.
Amanda Beckett got started early. Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been stalking her for a while.
Jeez. Well, we've all been there. Well,
yeah.
Anyway, I've said too much. I can't get over This Is Lauren Ambrose as Denise here. I'm just.
He is a very sensitive, not sensitive, but like, that's the best I could say. Sensitive 90s guy fashion throughout this movie, too.
He's the hopeless romantic, and it's like in a different time. Now, here are the cool guys here. There's Mike Dexter.
There's Peter Fasinelli.
Yep, and there's, let's see, who of his buddies?
Was that, okay, we've got
Freddie Rodriguez.
Snapshot here on Mike Dexter, varsity football, varsity everything, basically. Is that Donald Faison?
No, that's Sean Patrick Thomas.
That's Clueless. Come on.
I think, no, Donald Faison's in this, though.
Is he?
Yeah, you see him later, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Royal Rumble of 90s teen movies.
The only other thing I remember this guy from, he was the guy that beat up Marky Mark after watching him, choke it in Boogie Nights.
Oh, wow.
Because he's got that very...
he kind of looks like an impoverished person, Stifler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like an impoverished Chris Pine, actually.
Impoverished Chris Pine.
All right, this guy in the hat is somebody. This is...
it's Freddie Rodriguez.
This movie is... Freddie Rodriguez, yes! Yeah. Another, he was on 6 Feet Under, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was like,
what are we doing with this movie?
Yeah, that's like
Alan Ball. What are you watching teen comedies for to cast your fucking frou-frou series?
So basically,
this whole movie could be called Can't Vaguely Recognize.
Vaguely recognized actor.
So basically, the point of what that scene was Mike Dexter telling his buddies, like, I just broke up with Amanda. You all got to dish your girls and hang out with me.
William Lichter.
This is William Lichter.
Lichter. Who is this?
Yeah,
this
they definitely they don't embrace stereotypes in this movie at all.
Clearly not. Yeah.
Yeah. The sports guy's in every fucking sport, and the nerd is in every fucking
fucking honor society.
He's trying to plead a case that Mike Dexter was a dick to him, and he throws him out. So,
he's getting his revenge tonight.
He destroyed all of his science projects.
The eye patch he wore for a month.
This fucking setup that he's got.
A 3D movie, and he couldn't see the third dimension.
Good Lord.
The pudding incident.
What the hell? Some shitty draws there.
Mike Dexter will no ridicule.
So I feel like he's in his basement, and I've always been someone who lives in the South where we can't have a basement because if you
you're in Louisiana, you really can't have a basement.
Yeah, if you dig 3 feet in the ground, like you'll hit.
You can't even bury people below ground.
Yeah, so like I've always been envious of the idea of a basement. Like I've been in a basement in my life, but like the idea of having this your house, especially because movies like this make it seem. I know he's supposed to be like a fucking loser, but it seems cool to me, I guess, because I'm a loser.
Because it's always the cliche is always the loser in his parents' basement.
Yeah, but like to me, he's
Grand Moff Tarkin.
They're arguing over who's Boba Fett and who's Grand Moff Tarkin.
We got Kiss dolls. We got a lot here.
Well, this is the setup, man.
Star Wars Commanders, you come up with Grand Moff Tarkin.
He's a nerd. Of course, he's going to go. He's going to know Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, like to me,
he went with that one. There were so many other ones. Anywho.
So his plot to get revenge on Mike Dexter tonight. So he's going to infiltrate the party.
And
then they're going to get him. They're going to lure him away, and they're going to basically give him like ether or whatever and knock him out.
Ether? Oh, well, it was the 90s. That's what you did.
Hey,
I mean,
here you go.
Hello, Seth Green.
Here's Kenny Fisher, a.k.a. Special K.
One game of JV basketball. So he's sort of the floater, I guess, is the idea, right?
Yeah, like he doesn't have to do anything, and people just like him, you know?
These are the white kids acting like, they're hip.
Yeah. There's an offensive name when I was in school that I don't want to repeat that people said.
It starts with a W, right?
Yeah. And I feel like that's what they're going for. They don't say it in the movie, thank God.
Sure. Okay. That's one thing they apparently don't say in this movie. I'm told they say other things quite freely. So
there's the Shermanator back there.
There's the Shermanator.
Bro, I feel like they were
future Oscar winner.
All his character does all movie is steal shit. That's all he does.
So he's like got a kleptomaniac gimmick.
Who's the actor that plays Sherman?
Oh God.
That's his legal name, Shermanator.
Shermanator.
No. Like, dude, all he does is just like walk on set, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Don't know. It's like, all right, you're in the movie then. Okay.
Here's the thing. I remember Malibu's Most Wanted in 2003.
Yep.
That's when that came out. I remember that feeling dated at the time, and it's because of movies like this. It's because of scenes like that we just saw, because it was just such a played out kind of image. And now it's sort of like, oh yeah, a lot of people really like that movie. And I just remember even at the time thinking, why are we doing this?
Yeah, it was like that 45-second scene extrapolated into an entire movie.
Into an entire movie, yeah.
So here's Preston, and he has this letter he wrote to Amanda because he's a writer. So this whole time this whole party, his goal is to give her this letter.
Of course he is, because he's a nice guy team.
Now I recognize it. I recognize the person who played Preston. I just forget like what movie I saw him in, but I know like I recognize his face.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell else? I mean, Ethan Embry is not one of those names you're like, oh yeah. Like when you think of Seth Green, you can think of all kinds of things that Seth Green has been in, but Ethan Embry is not one of those names.
What's the first movie you saw Seth Green in?
Oh, the first movie? God, I don't know.
Oh, God. He was in Can't Buy Me Love. He played Patrick Dempsey's little brother.
Yeah, he was the little brother.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's making me very self-conscious about my hairstyle because I feel like my hair is just like all these guys without hair gel. Like, I pretty much have this haircut.
Well, if you don't need hair gel, then that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And here's the girl whose party it is. There's Melissa Joan Hart.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Yeah.
MJH, I like it.
She's trying
quick question. Your high school parties you went to, is this how many people? This is always something.
Not nearly.
Yeah. Like it's absurd.
Yeah,
it's like
way overboard.
I didn't. I wasn't on the football team or anything. So I mean, I was one of the theater kids, and we had our own like big party at the end of the last one, and it got big, but not this big.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of the question that I have, and I mean, we all sort of we really do span different ages, and different generations, I think, which works out kind of nicely, even though we're just all white guys. But I'm like, did parties like this even really exist? Because I'm like, I even think of my high school, and I wasn't super popular by any means, and there were like the popular kids, but you never even heard about, oh, so-and-so's having this huge fucking party. Like, even if you weren't invited, like, you never even heard about a party with just a shit ton of, it was always just within the circle of different friend groups, you know?
Yeah. But I'll say though, you would hear about like, I'm just saying the parties you didn't go to, you would hear about, it's like, oh man.
So you did hear about parties like this.
And there's Breckin Meyer dressed like Prince.
And Donald Faison.
There's Donald Faison. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not crazy.
He gets referred to as
like parties like this.
He gets referred to as Hootie later because he wants to play country
Hootie.
music.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I think the
party is like 20 to 25. Then this is like 50 to 60. You know, like this doubles it by like 4 times the amount.
I mean, I never was part of even more than like 10 for like part of, you know, like that was sort of my friend group. But I mean, I never even heard about parties that were with more people than that. It just, I don't know if it was just a thing that didn't happen at my school or what. But
my 18th my party for my 18th birthday was kind of big. I would say like at least 30 kids were there.
Okay, birthday.
No, we'll say probably more, and this could just be like me trying to figure out a reason, but maybe for me and Greenie, I know at least, like, you know, people didn't have iPhones when I was in high school, but we did have texting at least when I was like junior, senior. So it was getting to the point where people would just text each other like, hey, what are you doing? I'm at so-and-so's house. And it would kind of escalate. You know, maybe it was not like a 90s teen movie where it's like, yeah, so-and-so's having a big party Friday, but it would be like things would kind of snowball a little bit because you would be like, well, where are you at? Well, so-and-so's got people at their house, and then slowly people would show up. So I think technology...
It does. Yeah, it seems like it'd be more of a modern conceit than anything because of, you know, texting and social media and everything else. Like, I mean, we didn't have that shit when we just had... If you had a cell phone, you certainly couldn't text. Like in the early 2000s, that wasn't a part of it.
You know what's funny? Like none of the parties like I went to, like there weren't really like a lot of like couples. There might have been like 1 or 2 like real couples. Like everyone else was there for a hookup, maybe, you know.
Sure.
All right, so here comes our first real glimpse at Amanda Beckett. You see, did you notice Jamie Presley plays one of the girlfriends there?
Jamie Presley.
Yep. Yep. Jamie Presley. Yeah. So, yeah, like I was saying, he's sensitive guy. So he's got this, like, white with the yellow. What do you call those shirts where it's got the, oh, man, like the ribbing? Of course, she's one every, like, because... If you're going to play your gimmick, you got to do it.
And, of course, everybody stops, the music plays, and they parodied it in Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's got his, like, a long sleeve with the short sleeve button down over it because he's a, you know, sensitive Dartmouth man.
Sensitive Dartmouth.
They said
that is a style of shirt, though, with the random stripe kind of thing. And I am trying to think of what it was called.
Yeah,
and I should know, and I did know, and I forgot.
Paisley, maybe? Is it Paisley? Yeah, I don't know. 90s bullshit shirt.
90s bullshit shirt.
Girls like girl group thing. We got to go like talk to her.
We got our second Smash Mouth song playing in this movie.
Oh, jeez.
You baby.
Yeah, I don't know about the 98. What did we called it all buzz rock, right?
Looks like somebody's auditioning for Soul
Train. Can you believe that's what people sincerely called is alternative music and buzz rock. You always had your one.
What's Seth Green's character's name again?
Impossible question to answer.
My bad.
No, I don't know.
I don't think we caught that.
I do like this. I always love any movie where I feel like the setting is like the same throughout the entire movie. For some reason, that always is like it's very like, I don't know, something about it hooks me that you just get like, okay, the whole movie is this high school party. Something about that is cool to me. I don't know why.
So is that what we're in for here? Is this the whole?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm down for that. In a way, setting can become like a character unto itself in some ways if it's a good enough, interesting enough setting. So, yeah, I can work with that. Take the house in a little bit, get to know the layout.
I was gonna say, like, my question is, do you guys think they really did a lot of? I don't think they really did a good build up to this party. Like they do, but it's like maybe you should have more time before just like jumping right into the party scene, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's part of the movie is you're supposed to figure out, like, as you go sort of thing. Like, you know, like as these people interact at the party.
And we have our first drop-in. Joining us,
my goodness.
Miranda
I
Berthold.
just saw, oh my goodness. Miranda!
Hi!
Welcome.
What's up, girl?
So glad you could join us.
My dog tells off my other dog in the other room. That's pleasant.
Hey, no problem.
So, yeah, hopefully you're queued up around we are. We have Amanda talking to her friends. You're at the party talking about Mike Dexter. So, you've seen this before, right?
It's been a long time, but I have seen it.
All right, so we get a lady's perspective now on the 90s teen movie.
There's a lot of things we shouldn't repeat. I can tell you that.
Well, you say that, but one of the things we just asked around the horn was, what were your experiences with high school parties back in the day? Like, were you a part of any big, huge high school parties like this, where it's in excess of 20, 30 people, you know?
Well, I grew up in a farm town where that's all we had to do, and I was the detective's daughter and the preacher's granddaughter, so I'll let you decide.
Oh, God.
So you partied your ass off.
The combination
I did, but what was really funny
How
is
much cocaine was...
No Coke. No Coke. No Coke. I actually didn't start heavily drinking until college. I would drink like here and there at parties. But when I was about 16, I was like, Mary Jane is my friend.
There you go.
Yeah, Mary Jane was my friend.
Okay,
Wow.
really, I'm going to have to say, like, this nerd kid is not getting into the party. Like, I'm surprised he got through the door without being like,
Greenie, you're in for it,
But
buddy.
parties like this, though, like when they're really big, there's so many different like groups of people there. The nerd kid's getting in. He's just
That's
like,
the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I was saying, I didn't experience parties like where it was a cross section of different groups. Like, I don't think that was a thing where I grew up.
well,
Oh, man.
okay, but how many were
Nobody drinks the beer. It's gone bad.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Miranda?
How many were in your guys' graduating class? Do you know?
That's a good question.
So whatever they probably had, I had bigger because I was called the bubble class.
Bubble.
And
Okay.
to be honest, I didn't even like my own class. When I was a freshman, I got like thrown into the senior bandwagon. Like they took me and they were like, "You're gonna hang out with us now." It was like,
I
okay.
believe it.
Yeah, I think we had like 240, but we were all boys, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had 300 and something.
Oh, boy. Jesus.
Okay, so to explain to you why there were so many different groups at our parties, there were 170 of us, and we'd all known each other since preschool.
Wow.
I mean, you'd have the transient that would come in here and there, but for the most part, we'd all known each other like our entire lives. Some of us, our parents went to school together, and then our grandparents went to school together.
Wow.
So.
That does explain a lot. See, I was like 400 something, my graduating class. Yeah, and they all kind of, you had kids who had known each other their whole lives, but for the most part, it was like different elementary schools, different middle schools, and then we all ended up, at the one high school. But
I know her.
Who is this?
I cannot think of her name right now.
By the way, did anyone else pick up that the girl called him Chester? Like she totally blew up his spot and was like, "Bye, Chester."
Chester. It's bugging me that I can't place that chick.
I know she was in she was in that movie where the aliens come down, they take over with Elijah Wood.
Is it Selma Blair?
No, she's not in yet.
Just watch the movie right now.
Elijah Wood, aliens come down and take
He's not
over.
in that. No.
Yes.
Hang on. I almost said Evolution. That's not Elijah Wood, is it? No. No, that's no. Shit, now I can't think.
Now
I'm mixing up movies.
Busy Phillips. No, that's not her.
No,
that's not her.
Her name
I was
is
looking for the little thing. There used to be like the little X-ray button where it would tell you like who's in it.
Hold on, I'm getting there. That is Clea.
There's a lot of people
Clea
in it.
Duvall. That's her name.
That's one of those it girl names.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, you know the face and you recognize her, but you're never going to remember her name.
This guy, that's the dude that, like, comes up to you and doesn't leave you alone. Like, remember that time? Remember that time? Yo, dude, remember that time freshman year? Yeah, man. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just didn't know anybody for that long. It was more like middle school. Like, I definitely went to a different elementary school than most of like my middle school friends, and then high school was sort of that same group, but I mean a few had dropped out. It was just, like I said, it was just individual friend circles. It felt like I mean, I didn't go to a super diverse school by any means. It was like all pretty white, like everybody basically got along. There was no real drama.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I don't really have any weird stories, you know.
My high school was like, there was like the clique, you know, and then there was me who was like, well, if I can't be a part of your clique, I'm just gonna be friends with the seniors, and joke's on you guys. So, haha.
Wow. See,
We still had a bunch of cliques, but the thing is, like, everybody still hung up together. Like, if that makes any sense. Cliques overlap.
Because it was so small.
Like, okay, like you guys are more accepting than, you know, good old New Fairfield High School, who was like, no, if you're not
Fairfield High School. It sounds like a zoo.
You're not cool. You can't hang out with us.
Well, see, my high school, since it was a Catholic school, everybody went from different towns. So my grammar school was tiny, though. I went to a little Catholic school, and there was 33 total that graduated from 8th grade, and I think there was like 6 or 7 of us that went to my high school from my grammar school, and then so there was like all new people, and you know before, and from different towns, so it wasn't like so easy to hang out after school sometimes.
Yo, is you calling me a liar? Oh my god!
Just laughing at this.
Why y'all gotta waste my flavor?
Oh my god!
Oh, Miranda, do you know Calvin? Do you know our friend Calvin?
Do I know Calvin?
No, you've never been on a show. We had
the elusive.
He had an unfortunate incident outside his house right before we started recording.
Oh,
that's a major cock block right there, by the way.
Wow, that's not cool at all.
A car crashed into his house.
No.
Oh, right outside his house.
Oh, I thought you guys said a car crashed into his house. I was like, that's more than a
be
little problem.
Hey guys, I'll call you back later. I have to deal with something.
Apparently, it hit a telephone pole and knocked out his service. So
yeah,
that was that.
Wow.
Hey, you know, we didn't have to admit that because we hadn't started the show, but we did anyway because that's who we are.
Well, see, he didn't hit the telephone pole out in front of his house.
He
did
not.
Good.
No,
it's all good.
He was watching this movie while driving.
No, nothing like that.
The telephone pole in front of his own house.
Oh, she's DTF.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man.
The dynamics at this party are, I mean, we're getting a good range of personality.
This is the girl that is not in any groups, hates everybody, doesn't talk to anybody, is just there for a friend.
I'm surprised her name's like Simone, because like Simone would be like a name that like hates everybody. Like, yeah, my name. I don't like anybody in this. I don't like anybody in this school.
Oh, she's going to make a friend here, perhaps. Perhaps not. What is language lab?
Yeah.
Foreign language, probably.
I mean, you just call it French.
That was fucked up.
What is language lab?
What are you doing in the lab?
No one is bringing silly strings to this house. Like, you know, like no one was.
So what do you think of the band name Love Burger?
Love Burger. Wow.
It's a typical 90s.
With umlauts above the U, I believe. What is...
Very good.
Say this differently.
Very
Love
good.
Burger. Yes,
Very
Love
good.
Burger. I think that is how you're supposed to say.
And the carpet, the drapes are on fire.
This kid's just stealing
shit.
They're still just stealing stuff.
Okay, Shermanator stealing. We've fully got a fire going on in the background.
Yeah.
You look like Lestat.
And this poor girl's house it is.
Good Lord.
Didn't she lose her shit about what's going on in her house?
Yeah, she's gonna lose it. Is that
I
poop?
mean, I would too. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a trampoline in this movie.
there you go, beating to
Uh,
it. That is an inside reference that two people wonder.
Oh my god. Seth Green's jeans are
Ew.
enormous.
Are they Jinkos?
This is
I
Jinko's
want
situation.
goggles, man. Like, I want the goggle look.
Yeah, what is with the steampunk meets Malibu's Most Wanted here that he's got going on? This is...
We had
Well,
a very small
well-
handful of kids that tried that.
Yeah,
Well, there were
it's-
Grandmaster Sexy tryouts and Seth Green.
Oh, the hoop
Yeah.
earrings. Yeah. Oh, jeez. This is...
I had a hoop earring.
Did you have two? Did you have two or three?
I had a stud and then a hoop below it.
Mm.
That's how I rocked in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah. I've seen Angel sitting right in front of me.
What's up, girl?
What a line.
Oh no, baby, please! You far too fond to look sad.
Is she anybody? She looks familiar.
No, I don't think she is. He's just looking for. He's looking to get the rebound bang here.
Oh, this dude is gonna score by the end of the night. I have.
You have no doubt of that, huh?
Yeah, we'll see.
Get a little special K.
Yeah, I mean, how invested are we now at this point in the arc of these different characters?
There are so many different, like, known people in here. My head is like,
It's like her friend gave her the okay sign for Kenny, you know?
Kenny.
He's got to go warm up.
Oh, he'll do.
So I guess we're supposed to be rooting for Seth Green to get some strange here at this party. I guess we're supposed to be. I don't know why I said it like that. I guess we're supposed to be really rooting for Preston, who we haven't seen in a minute, and I'm not totally sure I am rooting for yet. But 1998 movie. I'll stick with you for a minute here.
So he's got to go get ready in the bathroom before he hooks up with the hottie. And this is the line. This is the line. Let's go pee in the pool.
Oh man, they defaced a family photo.
the music in here is like...
Another bathroom upstairs. I really gotta go.
You can't play this off. Wow. No one's allowed upstairs. Who did this?
She totally sells out the poorest foreign exchange student who they're.
I mean, isn't this kind of the cost of doing business if you're hosting the party, though?
Yeah.
Like, these things are going to happen.
That's why I know people make fun of me, and they're like, all right, redneck, field parties. But you know what? All we ever had to worry about was somebody tearing up the field. It was
There you
fixable.
go. The field will take care of itself.
Now you got It's Tricky playing by Run DMC, and he's getting ready.
It's tricky. Okay.
Oh no, my sister snuck out to like one of these like parties too, and how she got caught is really funny. Her friend they were climbing over a fence, and her friend broke her leg, so obviously she had to go.
That's gonna ruin your night.
Oh well, the cops showed up, so like yeah, it was like every man for himself, and they went into the woods, and her friend broke her leg she hopping over a fence.
I think we would have been screwed. There was a couple of times the cops showed up, and that was always when we tried to go to like parties that like friends of friends were having. But anytime cops showed up at ours, we were all just like grounded because everybody was a cop's kid pretty much. It's like, what are you doing here?
So on the one hand, there weren't any serious consequences, but you were going to get busted, basically.
Yeah.
We used to drink on a bike path in the that was like in a wooded area off a parkway.
Brownies suck. Is this a weed brownie situation?
It is.
It's Eric Balfour right there.
It is.
He was another 6 feet under. What the hell is... I'm telling you, Alan Ball watched this movie and is like, I'm putting all these kids in my HBO series.
He was on the show Haven from Sci-Fi. I loved that show.
Also in the first episode of Buffy. Walk in the bathroom.
I mean, we've had
my
3
God.
6 feet under. That looks like doo-doo.
God, the door head.
Now they're trapped
Are
together.
you kidding me? Oh my god.
Oh,
Upstairs where nobody can hear them.
Strange bedfellows here. I like it.
The band is
All right,
breaking
so
up.
Jake, this is a question that you were hinting around asking earlier. So at this hypothetical gigantic high school party or just scene, whatever it is, who would you have been? Like what circle, what high school cliche did you all belong to?
I'm definitely. It's hard for me to pick one person. I'm definitely part this guy. Who's
And keeping in mind, you graduated what, 2009?
8.
Oh,
8.
Oh wow!
Oh, my liver.
Yeah. Which, yeah, we should probably preface, again, different generations here. So 2008.
Dina.
Wow. So you were who, Jake?
I think I'm part the nerd guy we just saw, who's like the nerd, but then he gets drunk, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden I have like social abilities once I start.
So you were like the nerd who wanted to party, basically.
Yeah, and I feel like probably, yeah, if I had to go with someone, that's the closest analog, probably.
The nerd who wanted to party. I like it.
I would say that I'm going to say I'm Kenny because I'm
All right.
I go wild and out. Like I don't mean to like put myself down, but it's like I'm like Kenny trying to score but just can't like score the goal, you know?
Can't
But like
close
I'm
the
just
deal.
there. I'm just there having I can't close the deal, but I'm just there having a good time and just getting drunk. So that's me really, you know. I'm Kenny. Wild and out. Can't steal the deal, but still will have a great time.
Pulling out the Kama Sutra in the bathroom.
Wait,
Well, okay, so you graduated 2007?
me?
Yeah, is that true?
2010.
Here's
10 years
Oh
ago.
my God!
Like I said, 2010.
Here's
Jesus
Woo!
Christ.
a man and her
What?
creepy cousin.
Why did I think you were older than Jake? I got that
Which-
backwards.
If anybody's ever seen Mean Girls, they take the creepy cousin and they make a little scene out of it in Mean Girls. Because remember the girl Amanda Seyfried plays, and she's like, "You got your first cousins, and you got your cousins, and then your
Right.
first cousin,
Your first,
and your second
cousins, your first-
cousins." And they're like, "No, that's not how that works." And she
That's-
also goes running off like to kiss him. I was like, "Bleh." But that's where they got the idea of kissing your second cousin is this.
They're just trying to get around. Andy, who are you?
I'm probably closer to Preston, I guess, because I mean, I did
The
some
nice guy. Huh?
Yeah, I did some sports. I did the play. I did other things, but I was like kind of very middle of the road.
Although the thing with Kenny is I played more sports than Kenny, but I wasn't like the athlete kid. I was just the kid on the team, you know, who like wanted the jersey, basically.
You just wanted the jersey.
Yeah, I showed up to every practice, man.
Gurney's a team player.
Yeah. I just wanted that one night of senior recognition. That's it.
One night of senior recognition.
But yeah.
Okay, here's Preston at
Yeah.
long last.
We finally get back to Preston.
Yeah, it'd be like
He's adorable.
What would you say that time frame was? I'm gonna say it was at least like 25 minutes of no press.
It was a minute. You're right. Yeah.
I said
I think
25
that's the whole
minutes.
point, because he's supposed to be like kind of off, hanging out by himself. So I think the whole point is that he's not there.
He's having a deep conversation right now.
Wait, what is it? You know, is this the kid who played ADD in Accepted, where he's like, "My name is this, and I got to college. I have ADD."
That's a different kid.
No, but he, this guy was in Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's another movie he was in.
He plays her gay best friend in Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, how would I feel if women's wear weekly called me less than...
or Drew Barrymore?
That was Reese
Witherspoon.
Okay. Oh, what year was that?
Oh, God.
It was like 2000 and...
In 2000s, okay. I was thinking it was maybe a 90s movie.
No, it's a 2000s movie.
And then you got
Okay.
women's wear weekly called me less than mediocre.
01.
01, okay.
Yeah.
Try again. It was either... it was either...
She totally outs him at the bar.
Yeah, what up with the nerd kid? I mean, we haven't seen the bully kid either, a lot either,
This is a poor foreign exchange student. They're just teaching all these dirty words and phrases. Would you like to touch my penis?
We had the foreign exchange student teaching us all the dirty words.
A sex machine.
I was always bummed out when movies like this came out because, typically in the foreign exchange students, especially when they have a foreign exchange female, they're always really hot. And I was like, why aren't our foreign exchange students really hot?
So what you're saying is there are a bunch of Nadias.
Yeah, it's why does everybody else get, really hot foreign exchange students? And I don't.
Well, even I would say in my high school, the foreign exchange student movie girls were my regular high school girls. They were 9s and 10s.
9s and 10s, good lord.
Ooh. You're Fairfield, baby.
Most people I thought was in high school are now 6s, but that's okay.
Right? 9s and 10s are 3s and 4s.
I'm definitely in the same boat. It's at 14 they were a 10. At 22,
somebody's gonna go do whippets.
Well,
you guys do whippets? Have you ever done
it?
No. My stepbrother did because my mom got super pissed when she realized all.
No, my brother did.
My cousin used to do them.
It was God damn it, why doesn't the whipped cream dispense? And I'm like, because so-and-so's doing whippets.
What's a whippet?
Out of our fridge.
Andy, I do not know what a whippet is.
Oh, my.
What? No, you got to know what a whippet is.
No, I do not.
Well, man.
I had
you got to go on YouTube.
What's a whippet, though?
Yeah, so basically you take the can of whipped cream, and you hold it in your mouth, pointing up, and you inhale the gas, and it gives you
Oh yeah, I was I've seen
just
that
the
before.
gas, just the gas.
Not the whipped cream. That's just wrong. If you just
and it's the highest you'll ever be for 3 seconds.
I was I know it's the gas. The gas, yeah.
The creepy cousin tries to get with her.
Oh my God.
He's
that is so gross. Oh,
through marriage.
Again, the Mean Girl scenario. Are we first or second cousins? Or first removed? What are we doing?
But they're not blood though. That's his argument.
I don't care if you're my cousin.
I'm not arguing for him. I'm stating his argument.
It's
that's kind of gross. Poor Preston. There's the nerd.
Ringer T-shirts, is that what they were called?
Oh, I don't know.
Which one?
The T-shirt. Yeah, the T-shirt with the random stripe and the weird trimming.
And you got,
I think it was called a ringer tee.
A ringer tee. A ringer tee. That's what it was called.
Right? Oh, here's Selma Blair right there.
Oh, I just pulled that out of my ass. Wow, I remember some things. Peter Fasinelli, very good. Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'm single.
Single, baby.
You want to hit this, right?
Looks a little old to be playing, but he's sort of that jock type, so he gets away with it, but
I don't know. I think he looks better in Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
We were.
Oh, he definitely does.
Yeah.
Wasn't he on Supergirl or something?
Fatinelli?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Season
he was on
1 or 2.
Yeah, I only
he's
watched
in Nurse Jackie. Anybody else watch
he's
Nurse
in Nurse Jackie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some photo
wild show.
Apparently one of these.
Okay, here we have this is the pecking order of nerds, right? Here we have the nerds who can't even get into the party and can't even blend in and want to actually drink. They're just sort of living vicariously through whatever.
Now here's Preston, depressed, eating a candy bar, driving around.
This is such a late '90s look with the T-shirt and open button up.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like pre-Britney Spears going crazy,
Well, Britney Spears was not even really doing anything at this time. This was in 98?
Oh yeah,
and our third
she was barely doing
99, 2000.
Our third Smash Mouth song is playing now.
Got some platform shoes. Here we go.
I had some of those.
Yeah.
Them feet.
Keg. Got a keg rolling in. We've got like I said, impoverished Stifler here, having a good time.
Is that Preston?
Some Chex Mix.
Some Chex Mix, as every great '90s party, I guess.
Nah, if you don't have gold, it's not '90s if you don't have goldfish.
Okay, goldfish, and where are the wine coolers for the girls? Where's the Bartles and James? Where's
the Zima?
The Zima, right? I mean, '98 was the still. Yeah, I feel like you still.
Yeah, was still a thing, but I can't think of what those things were. There was a specific name. They were a certain brand of wine cooler. And they were strawberry kiwi and.
Well, you had Bartles and James.
The fuzzy navel was.
Yeah, the fuzzy navel.
You had Seagrams or whatever.
Popular.
I think they were Seagrams.
Seagrams.
Yes.
Seagrams. Yep.
Thank you, Andy. Seagrams.
Seagrams and Bartles and James were the two big wine.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm and Solo cups, right?
Hey, I used to drink Bartles and James. Don't be hating on those.
I'm not hating on anything.
You know why? Because the wine cooler, we figured out the wine coolers had a higher alcohol content than the beer.
They did actually. Very much so.
That's
beer was nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my first
really gross. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I was just gonna say my first alcohol experiences were with wine coolers because why are we gonna pretend like beer tastes good? You know what I mean? When you're 18, 19 years old, come on.
Now,
so my
Tim
first
and James
experience with
and Grooney, we're getting some backstory here that these two were actually friends when they were younger. And then they
doesn't that happen in every teenage movie though? Mm-hmm. There's always two people that used to be friends, and there's some backstory of why they're not friends.
I like it. Mm-hmm. I like the mythology there.
I did not have that best girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I never.
Well, I did, but I was gay, so it's different. So
I had that in college. I had my Diana. She was my best friend in college.
Jacob, what did you do on graduation night?
Oh wow,
I don't remember doing too much because it was a Wednesday. I don't remember there being a lot going on. I don't remember there
wasn't a lot going on other than graduating from high school.
Here's what they did to our. Here's what they would do for our graduation. They the school, the whole town would really pitch in. Our town comes together for a fundraiser every year, and we would do a post graduation party at the school, an all night event. So
we would too, yeah.
People would drive and drink, and party and stuff. So it was it was fun. They do a really good job. It's
they buy you whippets
and all the teachers and stuff. It's a really good time.
Oh,
Amanda, we had that too.
Amanda gets her letter.
We had local businesses would have giveaways, and throughout you'd be assigned a number when you walked in the door, and throughout the night they would call numbers, and you would go back to the library, and they'd be like, "You won this." Some people got TVs, and
ours was a bidding war actually, and
really?
Bidding.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's smart. That's smart.
Points and stuff, and bid on items. My cousin's class of 2004, they had like people donate cars actually, so you could bid on a car.
Everybody at our they started it in 2000. So I was only like the third year that they had done it. So they started it in 2000, and the dealership donated like a used car every year. And what they did is they randomly picked a number, and that whoever's number it was is the one that got the car at the end of the night. And
yeah, we getting Yankee tickets and whatnot, and like baseball tickets too.
I think we topped out at a television. Is this
Jenna Elfman as stripper?
Jenna Elfman. There we go. Nice.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
Wait, is that Jenna Jameson?
No. Devilish.
I'm just kidding. That's the Val Venus thing.
Okay.
Which would this been about the time that Jenna Elfman was doing? Crap, I can't remember the name of that.
Dharma and Greg.
show. Was this? Yeah, would this been Dharma and Greg
Dharma
time?
and Greg.
This was Dharma and Greg time. Yeah. Yeah, she hadn't really done movies yet.
Wait a second, lady. I was on the phone. I was talking.
Basically, Amanda finds a letter and now goes on a quest to find Preston, who's no longer at the party.
Right.
Interesting. I feel like we topped out at like a television. Like there was no cars given away, and it was not even graduation. It was like they did all this stuff in connection with prom. Like our big post prom. It was like Did you ever have like the lock-in parties, the post prom school sponsored event? Like
No, we didn't do one for prom. Ours was just for graduation.
Yeah, ours was always in connection with prom, and they definitely did raffles and.
I remember going to my friend John's house, getting shit-faced, and ending up at a Friendly's, still wearing my graduation robe. And my friend Steve fell out of the booth, and my other friend was hitting on the waitress badly.
That's a pretty good story. I like that.
And then I missed so many graduation parties, though, because I graduated on June 2nd. I had to go up to my college the 3rd and 4th for orientation, and then I left for Europe on the 7th for 17 days.
Europe?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my parents.
You had to go to Europe.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it was I didn't appreciate it. It was like I would have preferred the timing not to be when it was, because I ended up missing a lot of stuff.
Your parents surprised you with that trip?
Did they what?
Did your parents like surprise you with that trip?
No, we knew about it. No, it wasn't a grad. It was, well, my parents did it because my sister was going to be graduating college soon, and I just graduated high school, and they figured it was like the last chance to have like a really nice family trip. But you know, we could have done it like a little later, just not that date.
Yeah.
So the big family trip.
Yeah, we were like on a tour with this group. We went all through Europe for 17 days we were actually in Italy when they had the World Cup going. It was nice, but I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah, I get
What do you think she found in the fridge?
Found it terrible.
The most disgusting thing she's ever seen, according to her.
Yeah. Well, what could that be? There's sour roux.
Turd in a punch bowl, I'm guessing.
Oh, this girl is definitely familiar.
Sarah Rue.
Mm-hmm.
Her name's Sarah Rue.
Sarah Rue.
I don't know people by names. I just feel like I know them like by being familiar. That's how I go about identifying.
We got to cut the plastic so that the seagulls or something don't get choked.
Yeah.
Fuck
for
them
the
seagulls.
sea life, of course.
Fuck them seagulls.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a huge graduation party. Like I said, prom and post prom was sort of the big hurrah, the big send off, and graduation was just sort of more of a formality. I mean, my family, like with my parents, kind of did a
Those
big
were our only flashlights.
These dumb shits.
These dumb shits.
I remember my grandmother dressing really slutty, which I only remember, which did not even register it to me at the time, only for the fact that my mom got so embarrassed and could not stop talking about, oh my God, my mother looks like such a hose bag at this graduation. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I'm just like, Mom. And she's just like, oh my God. She's just like shit talking her mother nonstop. And I was just like, did you see how, her jacket was unzipped and she was showing her cleavage? And I'm just like, I don't want to think about that,
This lady goes, I can meet Scott Baio anytime I want to.
Oh, is this when she's talking about when she had a crush on Scott Baio so bad?
Yeah. She's like, if you see yourself doing it, you can do it. I met Scott Baio at the mall one time.
Did any of you guys ever watch that show, Scott Baio's 45 and Single?
No.
It was on VH1 years ago. Oh, yeah. Like, it was hysterical because he ended up going back to, like, talk to his ex-girlfriends to find out why he was still single. And, like, Nicole Eggert was one of them. It was
Nicole Eggert, also infamously an ex of Corey Haim.
Mm-hmm.
She was Heish.
Oh, yes.
The first time I ever heard of Scott Baio was he guest starred on an episode of Full House as John Stamos' best friend.
Oh God, I'm so old.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
I watched him on Happy Days when I was a kid,
and he seemed like so cool.
Probably John Stamos' old best.
Like first run Happy Days, not reruns. First run Happy Days.
This is my old friend Scott Baio. Basically, it's like, we haven't seen this guy.
The character is like Jesse's like best friend, so his old best friend. Before Jesse settled down as a
very old best.
I used to have the nickname Chachi at one of the bars I worked at.
You were called Chachi.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
By the bouncer, so I really had no choice but accept.
Were these the Axis powers?
Yes, it was the Axis powers.
Okay. Refer to Talking Pop episode. I'm not sure, and I hope it still exists on the Jimmy position with Andy Atherton.
Yes, good old Adam and Joe.
We've had a few episodes of that pulled, so I'm not really sure about our back catalog is what I'm saying. Controversially. Okay, getting back to the movie.
So yeah, here's
I want to see where Kenny's story progresses. I don't care about anybody else.
Love Burger here is they're having issues.
Burger.
Love Berger. Let's have a conversation with Let's Stop here.
Even
Nice
the
hat.
dude in the cowboy hat looks familiar.
Yeah, it's from Scrubs.
He was on Scrubs. And
He's Donald Faison.
That's why. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize the actor. I was like, I know this guy. It was Donald Faison.
If it makes you feel any better, I thought a different black guy was Donald Faison earlier. So
That's creepy
that
Frank
Petey?
from This Congeniality right there.
Oh yeah.
Was Donald Faison in Remember the Titans? Is that Petey?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nice pull.
I knew that. I was like, that's Petey.
That is a nice pull.
Yeah.
I know this song, man. This guy tortured me and made me listen to it all the time.
Oh, Bill, rock and roll.
Oh, shit. This is Revenge of the Nerds here.
This is some serious karaoke. And nobody asked for it, but they didn't know they wanted it too.
Some Guns N' Roses, very timely.
The grass is green and the girls have three different song. Different movie.
Some girl's got to jump up and get this kid to like and make out with him.
No, he was getting no heat. Now he's starting to get over.
I mean,
Now
this
he's
is
getting over.
best revenge is getting over on your bully. And it's like, I'm cooler than you. That's how I kind of
definitely had this guy's same shirt. But I don't really relate.
Did you tear it off like that?
No, I definitely wouldn't have torn it off like that.
oh,
there you go. It gets
Okay,
flashed.
he's got the wife beater, and we got some titties.
Taz.
Some today. Oh wait,
Oh,
came back to life.
you just completely no-sold him, knocking all that shit off the table.
yeah, I know, right? Come on.
If I was a douche, I would sweep the leg.
Now they're saying that he's got a schwanz, like you wouldn't believe these girls.
Homegirl here in a Captain America T-shirt, a little bit ahead of her time. I don't think that's what it was, but that's what it looks like.
It looks like a Captain America shirt.
It's a shield. I mean, come on.
This dude needs to go home with Melissa Joan Hart.
I'd fuck him.
He's got the jump rope.
Okay, I can take the dude in the red shirt as a nerd, but his other buddy on the roof, like, no. I don't
buy him as a nerd?
No, I don't buy him as a nerd.
Not even with their X-Files T-shirts?
You guys see that with a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good Lord. This party is getting lit.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Man. This nerd had a plan and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
I don't think this was his plan, Grudy.
I don't think he had a plan. This wasn't exactly it, but
his
it
plan
worked.
was to chloroform
Yeah.
Mike Dexter.
Sad saps in the bathroom.
That's a nice
Not
bathroom.
a bad bathroom.
I was going to say, with the separate
really.
shower and a tub.
Got a room and tub and a shower and...
That's a green shit in the bottle.
That's a green shit in the bottle. Potpourri.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying not to get stage fright.
Are you talking about green shit in the bottom of what?
The bottles by the tub.
Oh. I thought you said green shit in the bottom. I was like, the bottom of what?
Why don't you just knock the door down at this point? Who cares? I mean, the house is already...
Her house is already destroyed, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, what's one door off the hinges? Come on.
Put it back the next day. Who cares?
But, looking at him, do you think he can knock the door down, really?
No.
Maybe the two of them together, if they really coordinated. I mean, they're sober.
Hey.
Unfortunately.
You got Kenny and the girl who thinks she's better than everyone else. They are not knocking down this door.
No, that was a dig.
Yeah. I mean, there's no china in this bathroom.
Oh, man. Now, they're hashing out ancient history here.
Yeah. A lot of stuff coming to the surface.
I didn't know anybody for that long to really have it out with them.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I had...
Like, my oldest relationship by the time I graduated would have been from 7th grade.
I had like 3 or 4 friends from 4th grade all the way through high school.
Oh, Jesus, no way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't talk to any of them now, but I'm friends with a few.
Not really
Facebook.
like friends, but I've had kids I've known since like kindergarten, but I never had like that one like female friend where I'm reminiscing about like, oh, remember when we did this together?
I mean, I do and I did, but it's sort of like that's the extent of our relationship.
Both of you girls can hold my laser pointer.
Wow. What a line. Got pissed she is.
The GNR cover really got him going.
Now, look at that.
Come on, you got a party with Captain America, girl.
The sweater over the shoulder. Come on. I don't go for that.
Did you guys ever listen to the James Gang Funk 49?
No.
The who?
Here you go. Here you go, Tim. A little Jerry O'Connell action.
Jerry O'Connell.
Wow.
Here we go. What is he doing in this movie?
That's his name. He's
Jerry O'Connell.
He's Trip McNeely. That's his name.
You're doing sliders, man. What are you doing in this teen comedy?
Because he's the guy.
Comedy.
He's the guy that just graduated within the last couple of
he's
years.
the
Yeah,
old
he's supposed to be
guy.
like the older generation that's already been through
that
this
works.
and,
That's so works.
So he's the Wooderson of the group.
Yeah.
That's excellent casting right there.
I can't even get digits as a freshman, man.
That's perfect.
He's
And
basically
he kind of even looks like this guy, you know?
I thought college would be a 24/7 orgy.
Who doesn't think
Funny
that?
is,
Didn't we all?
read that right as my closed captioning popped it up there, so it fit like perfect.
With his yellow polo and his white undershirt.
Well,
that's a look.
That's his
That is the look.
That's his fraternity shirt.
There's some looks in this movie we just should never revisit.
Yeah.
Well, there's
never
some
revisit.
enduring looks. I mean, this persisted for many years. God.
Like
For
those
10
clips
years,
that
people are
Jamie-
wearing these polos.
Those clips that Jamie Presley had in her hair. The little, how she had it like,
Oh.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had a ton of those. Let's just not bring them back, though.
And then platform shoes
I had
persisted
them
for a
platform
while.
shoes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I'm trying to read his thing. He is a Delta Iota Kappa.
Okay. I'm glad you could decipher that. I was in an academic fraternity, so I did not learn.
I knew it was Delta, but I couldn't remember if it was
God.
Iota.
I had to know that.
Gamma, an iota, or a sigma.
I had to know that fucking alphabet that 3 times.
Yes.
3 times by the light of a match or something like that. We had to do it.
Oh my God, we just had to learn it.
Oh.
No, I still know it off of my head.
Which was really shitty. I didn't understand why my sorority made us learn it, because our sorority is actually a women's fraternity and it's series. We don't even have any of those symbols. And I'm like, why the fuck I gotta know this?
It's like, Trip, man. So Trip basically told him that he's an asshole and that he shouldn't have broke up with Amanda. So now he's all drunk and trying to go find her.
These dudes with their sideburns, I can't deal with it.
Dexter!
I love some good sideburns in the day.
Oh, this is
Them
Jason.
sideburns.
There's Watermelon Kid.
Caesar cuts. Come on.
There's Jason Segel right there.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jason. You go
Yeah, sure is.
Sitting there with Sideshow Bob.
That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you know? So Jason Segel, if you read the credits on this, he's credited as Watermelon Guy.
Yeah. All these movies too. It's like, how stoned are you? Fuck, like.
I know, right?
Jesus, like
we get the point.
They're like,
you could dial it back.
I mean, he's got that watermelon.
It's like caressing a
watermelon.
Like, Jesus.
I'd also like to point out that even when you're that stoned, you still know who people are.
Yeah.
They're
like,
you're not a vegetable.
Yeah, they're like,
no, you're not. You're really not.
You know,
Shetty?
Velma.
She was a hip lady.
Velma was cool, man. She never got the, she's the one solving all that shit.
Oh, God, Mike, get off.
Come and talk to me when you look like Dr. Carlisle, whatever.
From Twilight.
Until you become a vampire, you need to excuse yourself, sir.
That's right.
Oh, I've never seen it in Twilight. Spoiler.
That was his name, right? On Nurse Jackie.
I can't remember.
I think it was.
This is
because he was like the wild and cool guy, doctor on Nurse Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gathering in silence to
eavesdrop on this intimate
Did anybody ever
conversation.
have an experience like this where
That's a great question.
didn't mean to have all eyes on you, but you ended up having all eyes on you, and then you're like, "Fuck, everybody's watching. I don't know what to do right now."
I don't remember. I think I'm too brain damaged to answer that question.
Yeah, really.
A couple bar fights and a couple
concussions.
Knowing my luck, I probably did.
Too much
So I
CTE.
did.
Yeah.
When my 16th birthday, I think it was.
Oh, here's a good story now.
Yeah, so on my 16th birthday, one of my friends went to one of the theater kids that was a really, really good singer. And she was like, "Hey, it's her birthday. Will you do something?" So apparently they had planned this the day before. We come to lunch. We're all sitting down. And, of course, the lunchroom is made up of all the grades. And you sit with your clique. And so I'm sitting there. It's my birthday. All my friends are like, "Happy birthday," and give me my little cards and stuff. And then all of a sudden the guy comes over, and his name is Colin. And he taps me on the shoulder. And he's like, "Hi, you're Miranda?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he stands up on a chair, which he didn't need to because he was already 6'3". And he proceeds to operatically sing "Happy Birthday" to me in front of the entire school. And everyone stopped.
In addition to being tall, was he super hot in addition to being tall?
He was theater nerd cute. He was theater nerd cute. But no, the problem was
that's a no, but maybe did it for you, but not in a general sense.
No, but the problem was all the really hot people stood up and were like, "Yeah, And I was like, oh, God. Like, everybody in the lunchroom got in on it. And I was like, oh, God, Jesus, bless America.
God bless America.
So yeah, now the cool guy just got made fun of by everybody.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's going to kick everyone's ass in this room.
That's right.
Crucial.
One's in my van. Turn that frown upside down.
He's like, all right.
Ooh, that denim jacket. Oh.
I just
Oh my God, you're a hottie. Hey, can I see you naked?
God, you're a hottie. Can I see you naked?
Give me a denim jacket any day of the week, man.
The sock off? What kind of a guy?
He's admitted.
I once danced you with the sock up.
Ooh. I just try to see his shirt tucked into his pants.
Hey, you want some water, bro?
Ooh, that's a choice.
Oh,
He finally
God.
gets up the courage. That's how he feels.
Move it. Get out of its way.
Hey, watermelon guy, get the hell out of here.
All these guys with their high and tight haircuts and their sideburns is just killing
Hey,
me.
that was doing something for me back in that day.
I mean, it was doing something for me too. I'm not going to lie. It's just
That may
traumatic.
be why I ended up marrying an army dude.
You didn't do bad.
I didn't do bad.
I'm not going to lie.
He is pretty, isn't he? He is quite pretty.
He's
Quite pretty. As a matter of fact, he FaceTimed me today, and he'd gotten a haircut, and I was like, "Whoa, handsome man!" He was like, "Miranda." I was like, "Hey."
Wait.
I thought
You did well. You did well. I'm not going to
I
lie.
found the message. Like, really? This is ridiculous. Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt's a little mean to this guy.
Yeah, well, she just got hit on by everybody there, and she didn't know.
Right, she walked through like every guy hit on her,
And she
so it's
doesn't
like
know
the
that
most
that's
inopportune
Preston.
time. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, and she doesn't know who he is because...
Oh, that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't realize that that's
She
Preston.
doesn't know who I am.
Mike, buddy!
I'm just a teenage.
That was a little bit later, though. That's a 2000 song.
Yeah, that's loser. Yeah.
Wait, this is not.
That's a bop, though.
It's not Dawson Creek time.
Yeah, see, this would have been like, you all right, man? You okay? you go throw up, man? I'll come with you. You all right?
Well, he's trying to get Mike to the pool house so they could fuck him up.
Dude, it's cool, man.
I'm sitting there crying.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm a loser.
All good, bro. Yeah, like...
I broke up
I'm a loser, baby. So why
I'm
don't
like,
you kill me?
My friend
Or
saw
you
me
could-
out.
Or you could puke. I don't really care. You're an asshole anyway, so...
Someone there called me a fag. There it is. Okay. There it is.
And I'll hold you tight.
What? Sorry, somebody called you a cigarette? I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. Like apparently we're still saying this in 1998. That was a revelation to me.
She has a night mask on, and
Oh, there you go. Those are quite handy, by the way. You put that bitch in the freezer. Oh,
They're
Yeah.
you got a migraine.
Especially
That'll.
if you've spent like a lot of time drinking or you have a migraine, like Tim.
Yeah. Oh.
I actually had to put
Speaking
one of
my
those
language.
on to lower a fever. Actually, that's
Yeah,
what
you
I did.
can. Mhm.
Oh yeah. That'll.
They're
work, too.
multi-facets or multi-uses.
Oh, they're fantastic all around.
I have one that actually goes around your jaw, and I wore that last year during my jaw surgery. It was fantastic.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a TMJ situation, right?
Yeah.
Hey, on the top left corner of Netflix, is your if you have the subtitles on, is your thing doing the timestamp too? Like it's marked and everything?
So
on the
mine was doing that
top
the other
left
day, but
corner.
it's not right now.
I don't have that up.
Yeah, we're on an hour and 13 minutes, and we still have like out of an hour and 40. So this movie
7
kind of.
minutes left.
You got somewhere to go, Bernie?
Do you think this movie like overlaps a little bit?
What are you talking about?
This movie overstays its welcome, maybe.
Yeah.
I do think it could have been shortened if that's what you're asking. Like, there's chunks of this that like don't necessarily.
Oh,
It's
311
funny.
all mixed up. That was a good song.
Oh,
311. Yeah.
I went to
my
a
God,
311
yes.
concert and I felt so fucking old. And I was like 27.
I loved 311.
I was like 27.
Look,
That was what, in 2003?
No.
Andy, I'm sorry. Every time I ask a question, all the words come out wrong.
It's okay. It's okay.
No apologies.
Are you Preston talking to a general viewer right now?
When words mouth open, I don't know. I don't talk with meanings.
Nowadays, everyone would talk when they got something to say. Now comes out, move the lips. Y'all didn't think I knew that. I knew that one, did you?
God.
So now she just realized that she basically bitched out Preston, and she's like, looking for him to apologize.
Yeah.
I'm into this house though. This fucking the architecture and the pool and just everything. That just privileged ass.
I went to the rich girl's house, but we only got to go like on the outside of it. You know, we didn't really. I didn't go inside of it.
One of my super dorky friends was actually pretty rich, and she had a pool house. But then they moved when we went to college. It was actually a very 90210 situation where my friend group all ended up at the same college. A local college at that, so we all still hung out, like the 4 or 5 of us. But a lot of them moved, and it was like, oh, this is not as cool for these small parties that we're having.
Now Mike has his drunk confessions here.
Yeah, this
William.
bonding situation. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Now kiss. Come on. Do it. Oh, they are so gay baiting here. That's not even. I'm offended.
What is Breckenmeyer going for? Like 1998.
I know.
What about a reunion? Maybe a few new songs, mostly old stuff. Guy takes the event a little too seriously.
Didn't we almost cast you as Breckenmeyer, Jake, in our Talking Pop casting our friends special? Wait, we didn't tell. Oh, you know what? We didn't tell you that. Oh man, I don't think we told you that. But he was on the short list.
We just got an N-word.
Yeah, okay.
Did they really?
N-words.
Yeah. Oh.
Hard F words, N words.
Yeah. I lucked out though. I got Quentin Tarantino much better.
You like Quentin Tarantino much.
Was Flounder Eyes.
I feel like I waved off Breckenmeyer when it was proposed, but I'm kind of seeing it here. In my extensive interactions with you in person.
I do typically just dress like I can't even remember anymore what the wrestler and what the guy from the Doors is anymore. I'm like Jim Morrison, which one's the wrestler like?
Jim Morrison's the Doors and John Morrison wrestler.
I typically dress like
honestly.
Jim Morrison.
Like
I would have made that same mistake.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Invariably, the cops show up to break up the party.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, like cops don't do that.
Yeah.
Wow, we got some nice hits going on.
No, they like flew in there like it's like a drug bust.
Oh my god, that's the guy from Seinfeld, Pocky, whatever, the guy that doesn't wash his hands before he
Poppy's a little.
Yeah, before he makes the pizza for Jerry.
Great ringer tea. Here we go.
Poppy's a little slow.
Oh, there goes the yearbook.
No, you can't throw the yearbook in the pool. What are you doing?
I treasure my yearbook still.
Wow.
I took yearbook as a class, dude.
I did too.
That's
For
probably
3 years. For 3 years, I was
This
yearbook
poor
as
girl's
a
house is getting tricked.
Yeah, it's called publications. Actually, there's a real term for it.
Oh, they
Yeah, I
just call
think
it
it was
yearbook
called.
where I went to school.
I think it was called publications because you had newspaper and you had yearbook. Newspaper was for the super nerds. Like yearbook was for the slackers who didn't really want to do anything but still wanted to like get good grades in an easy class and do something fun.
And he's gone. I will come back, and it'll happen once again. You'll turn to a friend.
Blink-182.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess they were around 98.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They got them. They got the nerd.
Well, they don't know it's their friend. They just know it's Mike Dexter.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bunch of dickheads.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's William.
Well, at least they got Mike Dexter, too. I mean, so it's not all that bad. It's not just
this trust no one T-shirt. Fuck you, dude.
I guess this is growing up. Down, 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 down. Oh, my God.
Oh, this is Damn It by Blink-182.
Yes.
Shermanator gonna steal the cop car. Look.
I'm blind. Oh, you ever get Silly String to the
Credited
eye?
on the movie as Klepto Kid.
There we go.
Silly String to the eye hurts, man. That's no joke.
Yeah, it does.
He got maced.
There's like vomit. This house is beyond disgusting.
It really is.
I'd be so pissed if this were my house.
Oh my God. Yeah, so cops really like don't just bust in with the lights and everything. Cops just drive by, and maybe like one cop will come out, lights off, be like, "Hey, you guys gotta like end this now." They don't like just come barging in right there. They give you at least
where you lived.
Yeah. No, they give you like pre-warning too. Like they're
not where I lived.
We used to have
They
people
weren't related to anyone.
They used to drive off the parkway to get us.
To be fair, you might have been trespassing in like an open barn, and like someone was coming out. Like there's a lot of kids in this.
To be fair, they may have been your parents.
They were. To be fair, it was like, how many of these kids at this party belong to us?
Yeah. My friend's dad had to go to he had to go to jail. Like, well, he spent like an hour.
He had to go to jail.
He had to go to jail because his daughter had an underage party, and the cops were called. So
oh yeah, they will arrest parents.
Jail. Yeah,
so, looks like Special K was done special soon.
Special K. All right, sign me up, dude.
Oh, and they're still trapped in the bathroom too, and the party's over.
Post-coital conversation here.
That's not going well, actually.
You like the flavor.
He turned back into a dick, basically.
You asshole.
Didn't everybody go to school, though, with a couple that was like this, where they like argued all the fucking time, they yelled at each other, but then like 2 days later they'd be like, "Oh, baby."
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, you should
so disgusting.
more. Oh, man.
Oh, she's pissed.
Well, I hope that Kenny grows up and gets to be the girl.
He's like, "What's your problem?"
You want to know my problem?
problem?
I'll tell you my problem.
Look at my fucking house, you asshole.
Come on, you hosted the party. You know what you signed up for.
He's a little small for that truck.
Yeah,
honestly, this is more their movie than it is Preston and Amanda What's-Her-Face. I mean,
well, yeah. Why wouldn't they just have starred Seth Green in this?
Yeah, it's weird that. I mean,
what? Do you feel like all '90s like movies are like that, where the main character doesn't like really get like it's not about him; it's about like the other characters.
It's about the side character. And not to this extent. Like,
to be fair,
I don't know. I missed a lot of these movies.
Like American Pie was all about Jim.
American Pie was all about Jim. It really was. And I mean, it was the four friends, but he was the lead character.
I always thought Kevin was like the coolest one, like because like Kevin, you felt sympathy for because he had the girlfriend.
I felt no sympathy for Kevin. Kevin was an asshole.
Okay.
He did get blown in like the opening scene, so you're sort of like.
I think the problem with a lot of these 90 movies, talking about like whoever they set the main couple or the main character to be isn't always the one that all of the light goes on. I think it's because you have so many different stories going on in one story that it just happens. It just does.
But it's like so funny though is that they focus all on Seth Green, really.
They really did.
Well, yeah, it's like you don't necessarily know which one is going to take off when you're just writing the script.
His head's got to be pounding.
Or in editing, for that matter, like they did it, screen test.
Exactly.
It worked better to show a lot of Seth Green, maybe.
They're more worried about you than anything else.
Because, by the way, Seth Green became the bigger movie star than Ethan Embry, probably between the time this movie was written and when it was released. You know
I agree.
Oh my God, this cop is wow! He saved him.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Made you drink. Mm. Cop is impressed.
Probably came clean, you know. This nerd kid got it good.
Anybody ever wake up in jail?
I had to go to jail for an hour and a half.
Because you blew a zero.
Yeah, but that's another story too. I got pulled over and I got taken to jail, and then I blew a zero, but I still had to go to court about it.
So my parents purposely took my brother to jail once and locked him in there for about an hour.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Yeah. To scare the shit out of him, basically. Yeah, they locked him in there when he was 14. Yeah.
Oh, that's a little young. I feel like you need to hit them with that when it's really going to count. You know, when they're
my brother has never gotten in trouble. As a matter of fact, yeah, my brother has never gotten in trouble with the law, actually, ever, and worked for the county jail for a really long time when he became an adult. So I say it did its job.
I guess so. Scared straight then. Mm-hmm. Success story.
Yeah, all those scared straight people just go back to their ways. They just lie about it. And they're like, yeah, I changed. 9 months later, no, I still haven't changed.
Poor Preston.
Kenny, Chester.
All right, come on.
Chester.
No, what cinematography here? It's a gorgeous shot.
The sun has just come up. Everybody's out all night.
On the Vegas Strip, apparently.
He finds out that she hooked up with Special K.
Kenny Fisher.
Kenny Fisher?
I mean, really, what is I'm not sure what my takeaway is supposed to be with 13 minutes left in this movie here.
There is, yes.
You guys a couple now?
I don't know. Can I come to your wedding?
She should be like.
This is such a weird movie. I have such mixed feelings about this movie.
She should be like, what the fuck were you doing all night, loser?
I was stuck in a bathroom, motherfucker.
I thought we were friends. If nothing else, we're having a shitty time at this party. We can hang out and make fun of people.
She's we're being jealous of how late you did, loser.
Sad sack dickhead just ditches her, basically. She resorts to hooking up with this Malibu's Most Wanted motherfucker.
Dr. Evil's son.
Dr. Evil's son, yeah. I mean, what are we doing?
I'm going to say this movie did its purpose. I'm everyone has a story, but again, it's that you don't really focus on the main character and the side characters get more action time.
Yeah, well, I mean this guy is such a...
It's really an ensemble piece, really.
Mm-hmm.
Preston is Doug in The Hangover, it's all about the other three and not him.
He's Doug and Nickelodeon's Doug, basically. He's just such a wet blanket. Nothing happening.
I love that show.
Skeeter was the cool character.
Kenny could definitely be Skeeter.
Come on, Skeeter.
Kenny, best friend. Kenny
put me in a pussy, man.
Oh God, I can't.
Why don't you just dick down Patty Mayonnaise already?
Like, just move on, man.
Lord.
You'll live once. Let's go.
Hey, you big nose.
I got a joint. Let's go.
I'm too old for these references.
Yeah, they should.
Roger hit it first.
They should at least shown him like at least attempting to have fun at the party.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't look so obsessive.
You're right. He didn't even try.
Yeah, he just
So-
looks at,
Seth Green would have been in the middle of when he was on Buffy at this point, probably.
Yeah, he was being
Oh,
he was being Oz.
Yeah.
When did Buffy start? 96, 97?
Yeah,
1997?
yeah, I think so.
Sounds right.
And it went until like 2000, I believe.
Oh,
A
there's
little bit longer. A little bit longer.
nothing
was
better than
awesome.
like diner breakfast
I
after a
think it was
night out.
only 97 to or he was only on there for
Oh, sure, yeah. He wasn't on it for too long.
because he wasn't on there the entire time.
Oh,
No,
excuse me.
Buffy may have gone until I graduated, so maybe 97 to 03, but he wasn't on there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like now, William comes to say thank you, and Mike's like, "What?" Mike was
Wow, bro, you're just a geek. I think he'll understand.
To Tim's point, it's like some definite like they slept together. Like
I'm telling you, this is. All right,
I was like, "What do you mean, man?"
William went to Harvard, became one of the most popular students. Almost
come on.
So fucking Zuckerberg.
This is not where we have this right now. I have issues.
You have issues with William's story.
They totally fucked, and he totally tried to play it off.
and was jumped the car wash. There's some incriminating Polaroids.
So yeah, Mike basically.
I bet they did.
So he's basically like the guy from Just Friends. Basically.
Yeah, you want this?
I'm not ready for this epilogue wrap-up thing here with
Right?
No.
our various characters. Like, I feel like we're just...
5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's
What are
weird
we
to do it
doing?
while things are
5
still
minutes
happening.
later, Denise dumped Kenny.
This
Oh, the Skittles machine's blowing
Dumb
gumball.
kid over here.
fucking klepto.
I would have at least stolen the Runts machine, not gum. 10 minutes later, they found a bathroom and got back together.
Oh my god.
That's a... Okay. All right, movie. I see what you're doing.
Hey, Dad, I got
Where
some
is
edibles.
he going? Like New York City or something?
Oh, I don't even know where this takes place. This is not New York City. by the
Nah,
way.
So
no.
not only did Preston
Oh,
not really complete his
yeah.
arc, like it didn't even
Well,
God.
it's not
get off
over
the
yet, Tim.
ground.
Oh
No.
God, he's reading a book in
Yeah,
public.
it's not over yet. With
What's wrong with reading a book in public?
They always do it in
8
movies
minutes.
to be like. They always do it in movies to be like, look how intellectual he is.
Oh, she found him.
I'm
Yeah, like,
sorry,
remember-
my inner film critic is coming out and saying this is not an earned moment, right here. Not by a long shot.
It's like in the movie Rat Race where they're reading the book in the airport together.
That's exactly what it's like.
So there's actually, Tim, you'll appreciate this. There's an Instagram page called Hot Dudes Reading in Public.
Oh,
Oh,
do tell.
He can
It's
fuck
pretty
with that.
damn amazing. It's like dudes on the subway or at the train station or on airplanes and like different places, and they're reading, and they're hot.
I would suggest that Preston is not one of them because he is not hot. Dude.
He's cute.
Who's your H
He's
mage
old.
for this movie, Tim?
My what?
Who's your H mage for this movie?
Oh man, I almost gotta go to the nerd who got over. Like I would fuck that dude.
William?
Is that his name? I don't know what his name is, but
Yeah, his name's William.
yeah, I'd hit that.
You would bang Gerald Connell, Hong Kong?
I mean, it's not going to be Seth Green. It's not going to be Preston. I mean, Peter Fasinelli is okay in a general sense, I guess, but
Yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely
the nerd got over. I mean, he put in work.
He earned it.
if it were Ethan Embry now or Peter Facinelli now, I'd be like, yeah.
Sure. I don't know what. I don't
know.
Yeah, exactly. Like Peter Facinelli now, sure, but Ethan Embry. I don't even know what Ethan Embry now looks like.
He's pretty cute.
Is he?
Preston, good luck.
Like I said, he's a very Steve Sanders situation in this movie. He's a 35-year-old playing an 18-year-old.
Have you watched any of Grace and Frankie?
I have not watched that.
Oh, okay. He plays one of the kids on Grace and Frankie. His name's Coyote.
So he
plays one of the kids. Is he a 40-year-old kid?
Well, they're adult kids. Yeah, because Grace and Frankie are like adult, like my.
Yeah, because they're like 80,
yeah.
right?
So they're like adult kids.
So he's 20 right here, Ethan Embry. I don't know.
He's literally the actor is literally 20 here.
Yep.
He was 20 poorly.
a lot of these movies, and even now, movies and shows that they're teenagers, they're actually adults.
A later train I can take. Oh my
sorry,
god! Oh, this is a bad build-up. Like.
Kenny's not an earned moment. Like I said, this is what are we doing? They didn't interact at all throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. I'm not buying that Preston got this girl. Like, Kenny and Denise's story of build-up was way better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Got on a train to Boston 7 hours later.
And they don't even make it like Kenny and Denise are like in love or anything, too.
No, because she dumped him, and then, they found a bathroom.
Yeah.
Lame-ass Dawson's Creek ending. What are we doing? I didn't even watch that show, and I know it had a lame-ass ending.
Yeah.
That note.
I didn't watch much of it either, believe it or not.
So what'd you guys think of your first time?
I don't know. Like,
are we talking about the movie?
For the podcast.
Oh yeah, we got the nerd. We got to close up the nerd story here.
Yeah. I give it this movie a 6 or a 7.
What do you think of the limb work?
That's a solid C.
I was going to say that totally no sold.
It's not a turd on a trampoline, but
it worked his ass off for that C.
I remember rating this movie much higher when it came out. I remember loving it, and now I'm like, what the actual fuck?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
William, Charlie Corsmo. Apparently I'm fucking Charlie Corsmo in this movie.
Hey, Andy, can we, can we plug stuff for, the place to be?
Sure, Groody. What do you got coming up? What you want to direct people towards?
Well, if you tune in on the North-South Connection podcast coming up soon, me and Jacob, I am his guest for the Ruthless Aggression podcast.
Ooh. Ruthlessly Aggressive podcast.
Ruthlessly Aggressive, yeah.
Oh, we got to teach this kid.
Me and Jacob are going to be talking about...
One to look forward to. Yeah.
Me and Jacob are going to be talking about the May 6th Monday Night Raw from the Hartford Civic Center, which I was there for, and the Thursday Night SmackDown from Bridgeport, Connecticut, too.
You were at both shows?
Well, we did a review on both shows. I was not at both shows. I only got to pick one to go to.
Just Jason Segel with a watermelon.
It was either Raw with Stone Cold or SmackDown with Triple H. I was like, Raw with Stone Cold, yeah.
That was not a Criscolian decision there. Miranda, what do you got? You got anything going on Geek and Sassy, Mom's a Nerd?
We should have a new Geek and Sassy here soon. And if you haven't listened to the last one, it's quite a hoot. So it is NSFW, or I can't even say it right now, NSFW. So it's a little beyond E for explicit. We've
it's a little blue.
we venture down the world of our Chuck Tingle Tales.
Ooh.
And then I should have a pilot episode of Telly and T headed to the thing soon.
You and I are getting together very soon.
We are.
With Steve Riddle, actually, making his debut on Pop Goes the Classics Disney. We're going to talk about Bambi, the classic animated film. Jacob, what do you got out there coming up you want to direct people to?
I'm doing the podcast with Greenie, like you said. And other than that, I do a PTB NXT with Tim. And I do a TNA podcast with Logan. Check it out.
All right. Tim, what do you got going on?
Well, I do an NXT podcast with Jacob and Jennifer Smith. Look for that on the Place B Nation Wrestling feed, of course. And in addition, also on the Place B Nation Wrestling feed, I am 1/3 of Talkin' WCW, that again with Jennifer Smith and our dear friend Greg Phillips, our most recent episode looking at 3 matches from the WCW resume of one Bill Goldberg. And we've gotten high marks on this episode, so I take that to mean we've done a good job. It was a lot of fun to do. So look for Talking WCW on PlayStation Nation Wrestling on the Jenny Position podcast, which apparently, that Miranda and I are having to plug here in absentia from the host herself, Jennifer Smith. I have Talkin' Pop with Jenny, and our most recent guest, also in absentia, was supposed to be on this live watch here of Laugh in Theater. That is Calvin Crowell. What a journey we took learning about the life of Calvin Crowell on Talkin' Pop. He is a fascinating individual and left me breathless at many points. So look for that episode.
Fascinating.
Until you get to the Grooney episode.
Oh. Well, that's going to leave us speechless also, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But, and for those of you who don't know, Calvin was supposed to join us, but a car crashed into a telephone pole and he lost all phone communication service.
Yes, we will. We have not received any further dispatches from Calvin since that incident, but we understand he's okay. We're all still looking for him.
He's okay. He's okay. He just lost power. That's really what.
He's okay.
We're just gonna say he's okay. He's just probably pissed.
Yeah.
But he turned in a fantastic episode, a fantastic guest on Talkin' Pop. Please look for that on the Jenny Position. And don't forget the Journey Through Infinity. Myself, Jennifer, and Justin Rosero and Scott Criscolo going through chronologically all of the films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We are up through, our most recent episode was Captain America, the Winter Soldier, a favorite of many people, ourselves included. We're going to be talking Guardians of the Galaxy imminently. I know. Thank God, we're going through a pretty strong stretch of films here, and in the next few days you can look for that Guardians episode to drop pretty soon. Journey Through Infinity on the Jenny Position.
Honestly, listen to anything on the Jenny Position because she's not here to plug herself. So
I know. Thank you.
Listen to all of the Jenny Position. Listen to all of Place to Be Nation, Pop, and Wrestling if that's your thing. Listen to all the things, people.
All right.
Listen to all the things, yes.
Yes. And Twitter, Instagram, what do you follow? People follow you, Tim? Psych6, or whatever it's called?
Psych6, yes, no. It is.
That was close.
Thank you for that enthusiastic and accurate on Twitter. What's the thing called? Psych6, follow. No, In your defense,
it's almost
I have not been incredibly active on Twitter here in recent weeks. But if you want to follow me and see none of my content, I am at Psyche68, CYKE 68 on Twitter. Maybe I'll start to step it back up. I don't know. I took a little bit of a social media hiatus because the world can suck diarrhea donkey shit.
On a trampoline.
Anyway, yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
As for me, over on the wrestling feed, should be out hopefully by the time you hear this, the latest episode of Evolution. The Godfather, Nate Milton, and I went down and through the career of Sting. So that was tremendous. It's a bit of a journey, but because
it is. I'll tell you that.
But we had a great time over here on the
Sting's the best though. Come on,
he is. Yeah. He's awesome. I mean,
I feel like he had besides if Hogan going bad guy, Sting had the best from surfer dude to darkness. That's the best transformation. That's all I have to say about that.
No, it was incredible, and Nate, that's Nate's guy, so that's why he's on the show. Anyway, here on the Pop feed, the latest regular Laugh-In Theater is out. That is myself and Lee Elias from Geeks Who Like Sports. We watched Back to the Future. Tremendous movie, tremendous show. I got more episodes in the works. Sorry. Grooney's going to be on somewhere. We got to get Jacob on. When Tim and Miranda have both been on at least twice each.
Sure. So, Talking Bird movies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Talking Bird, yeah.
It's not a bird movie.
And like I said, Pop Goes to Classics. We have all kinds of other stuff. Blockbuster Rewind, the first episode's up. Tim, you were a guest on that show. That's me, Scott Shiflett, and Eric Eels. We talked about Jaws.
Talking shark movies.
Shark. Tim finally got to speak as much as he wanted to about Jaws of Revenge.
It was a dream come true. It was one of my favorite podcasts ever, I have to say.
That's what we make happen here at Placement Nation. We make dreams come true.
Dreams come true.
And as the aforementioned Jennifer Smith, she will be the guest on the next episode where we're going to talk some of the disaster movies from 1998, Armageddon and Deep Impact.
Oh, that's a great. You're just doing it right off the bat.
Yeah,
podcast.
Well, that was Scott's pick because he, we're rotating around, and we're also going to probably talk a little Melancholia and Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Basically, any movie.
Melancholia. Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Any movie where something
the
large
world
is going to destroy the Earth. So that's kind of what we're going for. I'm really proud of the first episode. I thought it came out tremendous. I mean, these guys are off to a great start. And looking forward to sitting down with them monthly and talking about my favorite kind of movie, a blockbuster. And also, don't forget, check out PlaceMeNation.com.
Podcast.
Mm-hmm. All kinds. Like I said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, Tim. I told you.
Thank you.
That's a little pop for the Journey Through Infinity, which is a tremendous show that you guys do every episode. But also on our social media pages, the greatest song from a movie tournament is going strong. We're almost through the second of 8 first round brackets. You guys want to do a few picks quickly? I'm looking through here what's going up tomorrow. We got a lot of older stuff going up, but we got Xanadu. Living in John from the aforementioned Xanadu, going up against Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack from Jackie Brown.
Wow.
I have to go Xanadu.
Here's the thing.
I have to go Xanadu or Ellen.
You get into, and this is going to be the problem. Not the problem, but the challenge of this tournament is comparing quality of the song against quality of the film. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Or the
it's
importance.
There have been some great songs and some shitty as fuck movies, and there's been some great movies with shitty as fuck songs. So
I will say that the one that goes together is that Life is a Happy Thought or whatever with the Muppets. That whatever that song is by the Muppets, it just fits together, really.
Yeah, that's kind of look. It was hard to find songs that are just for movies. It would have been a stretch, so we had to incorporate songs that had well-known scenes or well-known themes, and the importance of look, we have, you guys are going to do Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, Come and Get Your Love. That is a tremendous scene, because it just, through that song, you basically learn who Peter Quill is. The way he acts.
Yes, and that's the thing. Like, there are great songs for any occasion, but does it really fit the movie? Mm-hmm. And in Guardians, you're going to see a lot of examples of, here's a soundtrack that really fits the movie, even though these were not songs produced to the movie itself. Mm-hmm. And I kind of think that's your gold standard. Like, these are sort of your tiers. Like, it's an existing song, but it really fits the movie. That's going to get high marks. But here's a song that was produced specifically for the movie. I'm thinking, like, maybe Ghostbusters is my measuring stick there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Footloose.
And it's like, it's a great song, and it's produced for the movie, and it just works so well. It's like, you have to keep all these different X factors in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I'm going to sneak ahead a little bit. Like, we have Power of Love from Back to the Future. It's going up against Faith by Stevie Wonder and Ariana Grande from Sing. That's going to be it's going to get beat up. But then we got, like, Maniac from Flashdance going up against Highway to Hell from Iron Man 2.
It's going to be so many clashes of sensibilities and philosophies here, and approaches, and a great tournament.
Yeah, stuff like, let me look, Hearts on Fire from Rocky IV going up against Bittersweet Symphony from Cruel Intentions. Because that is perfect for the end of that movie.
To my point, an existing song,
that's
but
going to be
deployed
a
to such
versus song and versus movie. Like which movie?
Yes, deployed to such great effect in the film, even though it wasn't made for the. Oh God, I can't stand it.
Yes, I'm getting cursed out left and right.
That one's going to be a good. That's going to be close, or that's going to be a blowout. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do a Cruel Intentions podcast somehow. I don't think it qualifies for laughing, although you can laugh at the movie. It's not a comedy, so
no.
We could just call it a pop
like the Karate Kid
special.
Too. You can laugh, but it's not. You
can go for Karate Kid 3 for that matter.
Yeah.
Here's another good one: Go the Distance from Hercules versus You Make My Dreams by Hall & Oates. The movie we decided to put in 500 Days of Summer.
Come on!
Because we could have put the wedding singer.
So many mixed feelings there. This is what this tournament is going to do. It's going to make you confront all of these feelings.
Like that's how you know from Enchanted versus How Do I Live from Con Air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is a head-on collision from here.
Yeah, it's.
I just feel like so many people are going to come into it with bad faith. They're just going to say, "I'm going to vote for my favorite song." Like, which song do I like better? That's what I'm going to vote for. And that's such a troglodyte way of looking at what this tournament is. Like, come on, delve a little deeper, folks. Do better. That's what I challenge you to do.
There we go. One last one. Love Me Like You Do from 50 Shades of Grey versus Cruel Summer from The Karate Kid.
Good Lord.
I've never actually watched any of the 50 Shades of Grey movies, but I've read all of the books.
Oh.
So I have no attachment to that when you said it.
I was going to say, if you said the other one where you didn't watch any of the Karate Kid movies, hang up the phone.
All right, here we
go.
go.
I've seen all of them.
Here we go. Wait.
Good.
Here, Kiss from a Rose from Batman Forever.
Yes.
Not a great movie, but it's such a memorable movie. It's such a memorable.
Shut your face. It's a good
I didn't say I hate it. I didn't say I hate it. It's a super memorable movie.
All right, wait,
it's a big movie.
It's going up against Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the line.
Oh, are you kidding me? How can you do this?
First round matchup.
How can you do this?
Oh, that is
a terrible in the heart.
That's the
randomizer,
randomizer,
like the junk
man.
food tournament all over again.
That's terrorism. That's terrorism right there. It's domestic terrorism.
Yeah. The SWAT team better be coming for that.
Kiss from a Rose was inescapable in 1995.
Yeah.
Come on.
Actually,
but so was Ken.
Oh yes. I can't.
I don't know how you can do this.
I can't.
You're killing me here.
I know. I kind of get a little I do kind of like, laugh whenever.
This should be like a quarter or a semifinals, and this is in the early goings of this tournament. I mean,
Andy,
just tells you.
Do you know how long it would take me to see this tournament if I was to do it that way?
No, I understand. This just speaks. It just speaks to the efficacy of the tournament itself. I mean,
how do you really build the bracket, Andy, and determine who goes up against what? How does that all come together, really?
Well, basically,
That's a good question.
We have 512 songs. There's eight brackets of 64. So what I did was I found the strongest, in my opinion, 32 songs, and I put them in the corners of every bracket. And then all the other songs were randomized. And then so sometimes, you see a matchup, and that's just how it worked out. 2 songs from Dirty Dancing went up against each other in the first round. That's just the way it comes out. I mean, we got... Did
Savio Vega get them all from a hat? Did he pick out all the names?
No, I actually had Quang do it. Just a Girl from Captain Marvel is going to go up against Love Fool from Romeo and Juliet. That's another matchup we got to look forward to.
Another great example. Mm-hmm. Just a Girl, but from Captain Marvel. So you have to keep in mind the big
movie versus song.
The entire package.
Yes, rolling with the homies.
Yeah, it comes as a package. You're saying. It's part of the process here.
Yeah. We got Rolling with the Homies from Clueless.
I also kind of voted on better movies.
Versus It Must Have Been Love.
No, you can't do that. You have to take the entire package in consideration.
Package. That's our new word.
You have to look at it artistically.
So yeah,
just like you do
artistically and holistically. Let's do it.
So that's the kind of fun stuff that you have to look forward to in this tournament. That's going to take a few months.
I was going to say, Tim.
So is this podcast to finish. It's going to take a few months.
In all seriousness, though, I was having trouble with the Google Doc, and the one song I really wanted to make it in there, I don't think it did, and I was bummed.
What
was that?
What song?
It was "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer.
It's in there.
Did it make it? Yes!
It's in there.
Wait, what movie? What movie, though? What movie?
We did She's All That.
Yeah, She's All That with Rachel Lee Cook.
And but it's gonna.
Didn't we just watch that? Oh no, we watched.
It's got a tough matchup though.
I thought those were the same movie. I'm sorry.
Miranda,
oh God, what did you pair it against?
Oh, you're gonna yell at me. It's going up against The Climb by Miley Cyrus.
The Climb. Wait, what is The Climb? I don't even know what that is.
It's The Climb.
It's gonna be the trail.
I can't sing. I'm always
Wait, what movie are we talking about? Okay, I don't know the song, but I know the movie. What movie is The Climb?
The Hannah Montana movie.
Oh, nobody knows that. Come on, that's teeny bopper bullshit.
Excuse me.
Hold on. No, Tim, you will not disrespect Goofy movie like that. I will not.
Goofy movie?
We're not talking about Goofy movie.
What does Hannah Montana got to do with the Goofy movie? What are we?
Oh, no, I thought you said teeny bop shit like Goofy movie was teeny bop shit.
No, I'm talking about Hannah Montana.
Andy, if he had Tim Capel from a Goofy movie.
Got some power line in there?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Power line. Yeah. Andy, do you have power line?
I don't even know what that is.
God.
What are we doing?
All right, so what are we doing? We're going to say goodnight. I want to thank Tim, Miranda, Jacob, and Grooney for joining us tonight on Laughing Theater Special. Y'all take care. See you on the next one.
I want to talk about something else.
Oh God.